She can't go downstairs without assistance, sleep on her back, or fit into a standard plane seat. The woman with the world's largest breasts, on the other hand, he has pledged to never have them lowered. Norma states a mother of two has been in the Guinness Book of Records for the past 10 years with a massive size 1 or 2 triple Z chest, and she has turned the boobs she used to despise into cash cow. They have made her famous in the TV and in movies all around the world, allowing her to send her daughter to college. However, having priests with that weigh nearly 3 stone apiece, the equivalent of lugging 2 cases of wine, is a significant strain. Norma, actual name is Annie Hawkins or Tana, reveals that she used to be ashamed of them, that she wouldn't leave the house and was terrified to have sex. She requires custom-made bras and can only wear stretchy clothing. She requires assistance with steps since she's unable to see what is in front of her. She is unable to sleep on her back due to the risk of her airways becoming obstructed. Her breasts send off steering wheel horns in smaller cars, so she can only drive a 4x4 with extra room in the front. Norma, who is now 50 years old, began wearing a bra when she was 9 years old, and as a teenager, she couldn't walk down the street without having stared at. She said, I had a whole lot of problems even in primary school. They had desks with chairs that were linked to tops and couldn't fit them. I needed a workstation and a chair. My physical education instructor was wonderful. She told me not to do anything that will hurt my boobs. I wasn't allowed to do any star lips, and if the rest of the class completed 10, I only had to do 3 of the other exercises. Norma claimed that she was never bullied because she had wonderful friends, but she lacked male sweethearts. She claims that guys were so embarrassed to be seen with me. I got self-conscious about my breast and the way I look. After that, I became more attractive to the boys on streets. My breasts were 42 dd. Even when I was in my early teens, I was quite self-conscious. Norma weighs 25 stone and I breached the 102 triple Z measurement indicates her chest is 8 feet 6 inches in circumference, dwarfs her 6 feet 6 inches 5 feet 6 inches frame. Because of her size, finding a partner who desired her for the right reasons were difficult. I had my first boyfriend in college but never tried sex, she explains. I was hesitant to remove my clothing in front of him during our 4 years together. We never had sex. I had another boyfriend and told me that I didn't have to be ashamed of my looks. I turned off the lights and crawled beneath the covers before removing my clothes when we were about to have sex. While I was doing that, he waited patiently. Then he walked over to my bed, yanked me out, and turned on the lights to made me walk up with a mirror where I was forced to stare at myself. He said I was lovely just the way I was. However, Norma from Virginia claims that it wasn't until she met her husband Alan that she was able to overcome her negativity image. It was love at first sight when the pair met at the bus stop one day. She claims that Alan made me into a highly sexual human. He adored my boobs and changed the way I looked at them. He would tell me every day that I was the sexiest woman alive. Norma was 22 years old when she lost her virginity. She confesses, I can only have sex lying on my side. She couldn't reach far enough to place her infants on her nipple when she had their two children, therefore she didn't breastfeed. Allen, who died of cancer 5 years ago, Norma claims was continuously trying to talk her off of having breast reduction. She adds that every doctor she saw tried to convince me to have a breast reduction. He was once irritable and refused to speak to me for 2 weeks. He adored my boobs and advised me to treasure them and thank God for bestowing them unto me. I have no regrets about not having a breast reduction because I am very healthy. If they were so big that I couldn't breathe, that could be a different story. Norma admits that her breasts may have prevented her from pursuing a traditional career path, but Allen encouraged her to submit photos of herself to magazines, and by 1997 she was producing her own films. I own an adult production firm, she continues. That's how I make my money. I am paying my daughter's education. She has a bright young lady. Clara, Norma's daughter, is 19 years old and Darius, her son, is 22. They are tremendously proud of me, says the narrator. They are however embarrassed since I am all over the internet and on American television. My son is offended when others look at me, but I tell him he shouldn't be insulted because it's my breast that draw folks in. She now has new boyfriend Lee, whom she met a year ago on internet. He knew who I was, so my breast didn't surprise him. It's a wonderful. He loves me in general, not just my breast. Yeah, that's a story of a lady from Virginia who has the largest breast in the world. He has a Guinness World Record. It's a Guinness World Record holder. She's a Guinness World Record holder. Sorry. Yeah. So if you have a story, just share. You will never know who sees it. You will never know who will